Hi, I'm Verona. I'm a physiotherapist, acupuncturist and nutritionist. Now today I'm going to have a few minutes chat about how I help my clients lose weight without dieting, without counting calories and without strenuous exercise. And yes, it can be done. So what we need to do is actually look at what are the obstacles to losing weight. So some of those obstacles include problems with the tummy or the gut. Maybe digestion is an issue. It can be that you've got an imbalance of bacteria or of the microbiome, whether you have good bugs versus bad bugs. Perhaps there's a parasite, perhaps you have candida or an overgrowth of bad bacteria that are actually creating sugar cravings that you really can't control, because those bugs in your tummy will actually configure your brain to crave sugar because they're saying feed me, and you really don't have a lot of control over that. Now science has shown that by actually doing fecal transplants of the microbiome or the stool of a slender, healthy person into a overweight person, and they will lose weight just by changing what's happening inside their gut. In reverse, if you put the stool of an overweight person into somebody who has never put on weight, and they will start to gain weight. So the bacteria in our gut can actually dictate whether you can or you can't lose weight. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is foods. Now, I'm not saying the calories in those foods, I'm suggesting the type of foods that we eat, because some of us may have inflammatory reactions or allergies or food intolerances. So if we have a problem with the food, it causes inflammation, and inflammation being promoted throughout the body is going to stop you from being able to lose weight. And I've had so many of my clients that have just done a 2-week anti-inflammatory diet, and they could lose, gosh, I had one lady who lost something like 14 kilos in 2 weeks. I mean, that is really, really unusual, and it might be more like 5 or 6 kilos. But, normally we're doing an anti-inflammatory diet to reduce pain and inflammation, but one of the side benefits of that is in fact loss of weight. Okay, so what else do we think about? We think about our hormones. Right, so possibly you could have excess estrogen in your body, or even what we call estrogen metabolites. That means the breakdown products of estrogen could be the wrong kind of estrogens, and if you're harboring those and can't clear them, that will actually cause you to pump up and plump up and just have excess weight on board. So if we can actually check out whether you have an imbalance of those hormones, help your body to excrete those bad hormones, then you can lose weight. Okay, so we've mentioned the foods. We do look at diet from a health point of view. So we look at the balance of the carbohydrates, the proteins and good fats. Now it's the carbohydrates that are going to be an issue with you putting on weight, not the fats in your diet. So eating low-fat foods is not the way to lose weight. So, certainly that's something that a lot of my clients will go, oh, really? I can eat fatty foods and it's not a problem with my weight? That's exactly right. It's more those sugars and those carbs that are a problem. Okay, so another area that can be a block is liver toxicity. So if your liver is not clearing out really well, possibly you have a fatty liver, or you're not taking on board enough of the proteins, amino acids, vitamins, minerals for the liver to function properly, then you're going to have a blockage to lose weight. Right? If you don't sleep, if you're a poor sleeper, the body doesn't repair and it doesn't recover overnight. So what happens is that you tend to run the day with a lot more stress hormones on board. Now, stress hormones, particularly cortisol, cause breakdown of muscle and deposition of tummy fat. Okay, so looking at your overall management of stress is huge. Okay, now the other thing, sunlight, vitamin D. If you are deficient in vitamin D, now that could be you're just a worker that happens to be inside all day, every day, particularly coming into winter when we don't have daylight saving and the sun's probably not as strong. You certainly are not able to lose weight if you are low in vitamin D. Now, studies have actually shown that when you are low in vitamin D, the body tends to store more fat. So it is, in fact, even called a hormone. So it's so valuable for our immune health as well as for losing weight. Okay, guys, yeah, I think that's pretty well covered as much as I want to talk about today. I'd love to see your comments below, and don't hesitate to personal message me if you want to have a chat. Perhaps we can organise a free 15 or 20-minute chat if you've got some concerns and you want to learn a little bit more information. So bye for now.